Hey everybody, and welcome to Monumental. My name is Elliott Morgan, and today we are breaking down the Mount Rushmore of John Hughes films.
I mean, that's what I'm bringing.
Oh, you have no soul.
Not the beast! 90s sitcoms, Nicolas Cage movies, Disney villains. Joining us today is the director and star of the upcoming film Not Cool, as well as the chair on Starz. Shane Dawson, everybody. How cool is that? Also from youtube.com/sourcefed, youtube.com/Joe Bereta, and youtube.com/Berats and Bread. It's Joe Bereta.
A lot of slashes in my life.
I love both of you guys.
Oh,
We love you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We talked about it before we came in. We're like, we like it.
We've decided not to compete for your affections, but we will both come at you with equal love.
And you will get equal affection in return. Let me tell you that right now. All right, so Shane, can you tell us a little bit about The Chair on Starz?
Yeah, The Chair is a docuseries about two different directors directing the same script, and at the end, one wins.
Perfect. I can't wait. DVR it, everybody, or watch it live. It helps with the ratings. Seriously. All right, so we put our heads together and we came up with a list of contenders for the Mount Rushmore of John Hughes films, and they are The Breakfast Club, 16 Candles, Weird Science, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Uncle Buck, Pretty in Pink, National Lampoon's Vacation, and Home Alone. Do you guys connect personally with John Hughes films?
Yeah, I do, because I think all his movies are about teenagers who like hate life and have terrible childhoods.
Did you think about John Hughes when you were in the process of making Not Cool?
I actually did.
I
I was like,
kind of-
what would John Hughes do if teenagers were sexting and Skype sexing and doing all that stuff back then?
I totally get that.
That's a great question because he had an amazing ability to tap into youth, but it was also creepy because he was so much damn older than everybody else.
That's how I feel.
What do you guys think of the list?
Is John Hughes dead?
He did pass away. Yeah.
Okay, love the list. All of the movies are great.
The Home Alones are so solid that I wouldn't have complained if 1 and 2 were on the list.
No, 1 and 2, I can't decdo between 1 and 2. I go back and forth on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah, so does Macaulay Culkin. He just keeps going back to that time.
What do you guys think about Pretty in Pink?
I feel like we've got the same representation with 16 Candles, and I think 16 Candles is a superior movie.
I understand that. Joe, I know you're a big fan of Ferris Bueller.
Classic. Has to be on there. Not a fan?
I liked Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I don't think I was obsessed with it.
You don't need to preface things.
Okay, I'm just trying to, because I feel like when people talk to the camera, it makes me uncomfortable.
He was vlogging before we were all vlogging.
He honestly is the world's first vlogger, and I blame him for everything. And I blame him for this.
Life moves pretty fast.
Oof, I've lived a life.
If there was a head, which I think is Washington's, right, that is a little bit above everybody else's head on Mount Rushmore, I think that's Breakfast Club.
Yeah, of all the films on the list, I think Breakfast Club will be the one that I actually make sure my kids see.
Sincerely yours, The Breakfast Club.
I'm not a big fan of Uncle Buck.
No.
I actually
Well, you can
love
say
him.
that. You're allowed to say that.
Here's the thing, I love John Candy. I don't think it's his best representation.
Why? Because he's
John
not falling
Candy's
on a
best
table.
friend? Look, Uncle Buck is great, but if we have to kick somebody off, and we're only talking about the 4 best John Hughes movies, I'm okay with saying goodbye to
He's
Uncle
gone.
Buck.
So it is decided the first 2 movies on the Mount Rushmore of John Hughes films are Home Alone and The Breakfast Club. 2 films that are not going to be on the Mount Rushmore of John Hughes films are Pretty in Pink and Uncle Buck. All right, guys, so we have 2 films that we are now going to debate. I'm going to assign each of you a John Hughes film, give you 10 seconds to debate and decide what should fill the 3rd spot on the Mount Rushmore of John Hughes films. Since Shane and Joe are split on Ferris Bueller, Shane will debate for Weird Science, while Joe will try to save Ferris. You each have 10 seconds. Come up with why they're the greatest John Hughes film of all time. 10 seconds, Shane, go.
Weird Science, because what's sexier than 2 people creating a robot to have sex with that looks like Haley Joel Osment?
That was really good.
That's Weird Science, right?
Yes.
That's pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty close. Yeah.
All right, that was excellent. 10 seconds on the clock. Joe, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, go.
One of the most quotable films of all time. Ben Stein, before he got creepy and started sexting women. The lead female was hot, and Cameron was creepy. A creepy best friend that goes down in history.
What did Ben Stein do?
Oh, Ben Stein's in a sexting scandal right
Really?
now. Yeah. Oh, also that other guy in the film that it turned out to be a pedophile.
Okay, I want to not go with that answer then, based off of the news that I just heard, but I'm still gonna. It's a great movie. Ferris Bueller's Day Off totally goes on the Mount Rushmore of John Hughes films. Congrats to Ferris Bueller. Weird Science Bye-bye. All right, so we already have 3 entries in the Mount Rushmore of John Hughes films. Only 1 spot remains. Will it go to 16 Candles or National Lampoon's Vacation? Thoughts?
16 Candles is great. It's an amazing character piece. Molly Ringwald stole everybody's hearts, but she's surrounded by her crazy friends, and everybody's this heightened version of a stereotype. You got Anthony Michael Hall as the stereotypical nerd who falls in love with her, and they find an understanding. That's the thing about John Hughes movies, is that characters that shouldn't be interacting with one another finding an understanding. And it's so good.
Cool.
It's so good.
What do you guys think about National Lampoon's Vacation?
I want to be honest, I don't really remember the first one because
Oh, really?
I only watched the Christmas one and the European one. But I don't really remember.
Did you watch the European one?
A lot.
Okay.
Did you? It doesn't hold a candle to the
No,
Christmas
it's the worst
one.
movie of all time, but I can't stop watching it.
Those are the best kind.
I just miss when Chevy Chase was like a nice human.
I met Chevy Chase, who's the nicest guy ever.
Really?
So here's
Were
what
you
we're gonna
taking
do.
the order outside of his car?
Yeah. No, I was like an honor to meet you, and he goes, "Hear that? It's an honor to meet me." And then he walks away.
It's very Chevy Chase.
I don't know, that sounds mean.
It was kind of.
Oh yeah.
Like, think about if any YouTuber did that, they'd get like murdered on Tumblr.
He would get tumbled.
Yeah. Reblogged like crazy.
A Vacation needs to be on the list, but I think you messed up and it should be Christmas Vacation.
Okay.
I think that's the one that has risen to the top of the vacation cream.
Well, that's one opinion.
It is definitely mine, which makes it right.
I agree with him, honestly. I think, yeah, Christmas Vacation is way better than Vacation.
Okay, so we keep saying National Lampoon's Vacation. Let's just imagine it's National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Sound good?
Okay.
Are you
Perfect.
flipping the script?
I'm flipping the script, guys. Literally flipping it. All right, so we have National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation versus 16 Candles. Voting on 3. 1, 2, 3.
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. There we go.
It is official. Our Mount Rushmore of John Hughes films is The Breakfast Club, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, Home Alone, and Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
That's a solid John Hughes list.
Yeah, I'm gonna go watch all of those. I wanna thank you guys so much for joining me today. If people wanna find you on the internet or elsewhere, where do they look?
YouTube.com/Shane Dawson TV, and on the show The Chair, which is gonna be on Starz in September, or in my movie Not Cool, which is gonna be in theaters and on demand in September.
That's fantastic. Joe, where do people find you?
Find me on the internet at youtube.com/BratsandBretta or SourceFed.
Cool, let us know in the comments where or if we messed up our Mount Rushmore of John Hughes films. I don't think we did though, we kind of nailed it. And also let us know what we should debate on the next episode of Monumental. And don't forget to like and subscribe because it's like the right thing to do, all right? I'm Elliott Morgan, thanks for watching, bye.
I think Home Alone 3 is
Have you seen the
the
fourth?
best one. I have.
You've seen the fourth.
It's a girl, it's a little girl.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, she dies in the first 5 minutes.
yeah, it's very intense.
It's
very
really
good.
sad,
Yeah,
honestly.
it's more of a,
And it's more about her mom being home alone because her only daughter died.
right.
Because her
really,
husband left.
and her husband left. It's heartbreaking.